everyone, it's Agatha, and today I attempted something. I tried to make a green onion pancake. Two actually, the one underneath is torn, so I hid it. Focus. I think it looks nice. Yeah, I didn't really use a recipe. I just was digging through the kitchen for ingredients. And so I was like, okay, I have onions and flour. So basically I just put onion, green onion, egg, flour, garlic, salt, and that's about it. And then I fried it. I think I might have made it a bit too thick and cakey, which is a common mistake in making this kind of food, I guess, but I wasn't sure what sauce to put on. I thought maybe soy sauce, but we didn't have any. So here's sriracha, salsa, and the wild card applesauce. So yeah, I'll try it. First I'll try it plain. It's really good. It's better than I expected. Yeah, it's really good. Sort of. It doesn't really taste too cakey. I thought it would be, but it's actually not. It's mostly onion and egg and flour. Not flour. It's mostly onion and egg. After this, I'm going to look up how you're actually meant to make it. I hope this doesn't offend anyone, the way I made it, because I don't know, who invented green onion pancake? How are you meant to make it? I should look it up. It's a super nice day. I don't even have my lights on. It's just natural light. For once, I've actually corrected my sleep schedule. I'm sure some of you noticed by the times of day I was uploading, some people commented on it, but I was on a really bad sleep schedule where I was go to sleep 5 a.m. and then wake up in the afternoon. I went to bed around 9:30 last night and I woke up around 6. So pretty good. Feels so healthy doing that. This is actually really good. I know I said that before, but I thought it was going to be pretty bad. Need sauce. Start by trying it with sriracha, I guess. I took the cap thingy off this because it looked gross, and I didn't want to show on camera. I'll put it on after. Do you guys like sriracha? I just decided right now that I do. I wasn't sure before if I did. I generally like spicy things. Not too much though, because then I get sick. I feel like Chicago's kind of getting to like spring already. It's a little weird, but you know, like, it was like there were a few really cold days in December and like sudden early snow, and then it just stopped. Now I'm thinking about climate change. Who wants to think about that? Not the US government, apparently. Luckily, I don't usually lose my appetite when I get nervous. If anything, I gain appetite. I don't feel nervous right now, though. When you get nervous, do you lose your appetite or do you want to eat a lot? I feel like people tend to swing either one way or the other. Like, well, I've heard people say that, like, if I'm slightly nervous, I eat a lot. If I'm really nervous, I don't eat. It doesn't really make sense to me because you're like, you change your habits when you're slightly nervous. I mean, I'm always slightly nervous. That's a... Who isn't always slightly nervous? People who don't have anxiety disorders? Insert that meme that's like, sounds fake but okay. Did I say what this is? This is pineapple and orange juice. Let's try the wild part, the applesauce. I love applesauce. Honestly, I could just drink it. And I have, but I only do that in front of my brother. My older brother, I have two. Applesauce doesn't taste like much with it. And I'll try it with salsa. This is medium. Probably kind of mild, I guess, then. It depends on where you get the salsa, though. I'm not sure about this brand. Yeah, like, because some brands, like, you buy it and it's like, oh my god, this is just tomato sauce. And some brands, it's like, oh. This is definitely mild, but it's not tomato sauce. I'd say salsa is the best for this. Assuming you like salsa. I was watching YouTube videos this morning, and I was watching this MUKBANG, an old one. I think Mish LA was the girl who made it, and she was talking about this crazy neighbor she had when she was 18 and living in like her first LA apartment. And I was trying to remember if I've ever had a neighbor like that. I mean, I've had a lot of different neighbors because I've moved a lot. My family has. Sorry, is that scraping sound awful? But never anything scary. When I lived more close to the city, now I live in a suburb that's like a while away, but when I was younger I lived close to the city. And where I lived there was like, we had a front lawn. And there was this guy, this old man. And he would just come to our lawn and lie flat on his back and go to sleep. And like my mom went over to him and she was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm fine. Like, why are you bothering me?" As though she'd just gone into his house and been like, "Why are you asleep?" He was on our lawn. But we didn't particularly mind. And then once we moved to the suburbs, a different suburb, like further away, there was in another house, there was this guy who would come and sleep on our lawn too. So our lawn is like a magnet that just says, "Come sleep here." And same response, my mom went out and she was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm fine." Hiccup. For a while there was also this guy who would do like his exercises in our side yard. No one comes on our lawn where we live now. Not because we do anything to keep them off, they just don't. When Pokemon Go was in its big, some kids came on our lawn looking for Pokemon, but other than that. So I guess I've been pretty lucky with neighbors. Although the stories I'm thinking of are pretty much from a kid's perspective. I feel like my parents probably had more gripes with our neighbors. Like, I think we had this one neighbor who my mom didn't like because she would kind of just leave her kids outside when my older sisters and I were playing outside, so that my oldest sister would just have to watch this little baby. And she was like, my mother couldn't call my sister in because this baby was there. Not like an infant, like a 2-3-year-old. It's pretty awkward. I feel like if I had a little kid, I don't want one, but if I had one, I feel like I wouldn't trust someone else's 10-year-old to watch it. Okay, so I'm pretty much done here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!